Hello everyone, welcome to AKS IAS main Shikshna free initiative. This is Santosh Koka. Today we will discuss one important question, and before that we will check small information. tspsc APPSC Group 1 and 2 English and Telugu medium new batch recently started on 11th November. Prelims combines integrated coaching offline, live, online classes will be conducted here. For more information, you can call these numbers, right? So let's check today's main section of question for 18th November 2024, that is subject related to social issues. Examine the impact of social media on children's mental health and social behavior. Should India consider age-based restrictions on social media access? This question was framed recently because of the current affairs related issue, that is Australian government already enacted this particular act. That's the main phenomenon, right? So 3 steps before writing is the our important strategy here. Step 1 is question reading within 1 minute. Here we need to focus on question tags and keywords. What is the topic here? Especially children's mental health and social behavior related to impact of social media, right? So how many question tags are there? Only very much important question tag is examine, right? So here we need to focus on providing both facts and also examples and also reports, right? So other than that, keywords, important keywords need to focus here. Impact is the most important. Here we need to focus on providing positive impacts and also negative impacts, right? Both should be included here, right? So next, should India consider age-based restriction on social media access? This is also very much important, need to be addressed in the second part, right? Before that, we need to mention some challenges what we have to start these particular restrictions, and also we can give some needed measures before conclusion, right? So that is the perfect keywords address based we can create this particular structure. First of all, impact means positive and also negative, right? Next, importantly, here we need to focus on providing, should India consider, right? Should India consider the based restrictions, age-based restrictions on social media access, right? Next important phenomenon is challenges, needed measures. So just 2 to 3, just mention 2 to 3 points, right? Here next, brainstorming within 1 minute. Here we need to recall important keywords related to our topic, right? So absolutely here we need to focus on providing current affairs related issues regarding these age-based restrictions on social media access for children, right? Other than that, we can also provide some reports, especially UNICEF's report we have recently released to 2023. Other than that, we have some important phenomenons also. For example, we have NEMHAN's report here. NEMHAN's report also related to cyberbullying, right? That is also very much important. Other than that, we have other legislations in the other countries. Whatever we have in US COPA Act, we have US, that is children's online protection or privacy protection act is there, right? Regarding EU also one important GDPR, general data or general digital protection regulation is there, right? So we need to mention these type of issues. Especially already we have 2023 digital personal data protection bill is there, right? We need to mention this also, right? So these type of issues need to include. Other than that, some initiatives also there. Cyber Surakshit Bharat, right, type of issues also need to be included in our answer, right? So let's start our introduction by including current affairs introduction here, right? First of all, we need to write these particular relevance or context based sentences. Here main context is recently Australian government has announced plans to introduce legislation restricting social media access for children under 16. That is the main criteria. It aims to mitigate potential harms associated with online platforms, right? So we need to mention this particular Australian announcement, right? So that's enough. Next, coming to background part. Here we need to mention some background here. right? So here majorly we can start with some facts. Here we can connect with some facts because we have UNICEF's report, right, 2023. It highlighting rising mental health concerns in children due to unregulated social media especially, right? So we can over 14% of Indian children aged 99 to 19 9 to 19 actively use our social media, sparking debates on its effects and need for regulation, right? So these type of fact-based background can be included here. In the body part, we need to start our important impacts, right? First of all, impact here. First, we need to provide some positive impacts of social media especially. So it helps children connect peer groups are there, right? So reducing loneliness, especially for example COVID-19 lockdown example we can include here. It encourages creativity awareness through platforms like YouTube and Instagram, right? So other than that, we have some negatives also. We are talking some important positive impacts on social media. This is one. Negative impacts on mental health is very much important here. Increased anxiety and depression due to cyberbullying especially, that need to connect here. NIMHANS report 2022 related to cyberbullying, it survey showing that 20% youth affected here, right? So unrealistic comparisons lead to self-esteem issues. That is the main issues here, right? Other than that, we need to provide some effectiveness, right? Effects of social behavior also very much effects of social behavior, that is also very much important here, right? So here also we need to provide some positives and negatives. Here positive point is it builds global awareness and teamwork. For example, Fridays for Future movement, moments were happened, right? That need to include some teamworks related issues, right? That can be taken as a positive aspects, right? So next, negatives. We have reduced face-to-face interactions and promotes harmful behavior, especially from Pew Research Report 2023 we can say that, right? So it highlighting that 60% parents report strained family ties, especially because of this particular social behavior, right? Social media. Next, age-based restrictions need to include here, right? Whatever we have, should India consider age-based restrictions, right? It is asking in the second part, right? So here, age-based restrictions related issues need to include separately. For example, here we need to mention our examples: US COPA Act, Children Online Privacy Protection Act. That is one law made was regarding regulation of this particular social media for children, right? So other than that, we have in European Union also general digital protection regulation also was there, right? So this is also where India introduced already Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2023 to safeguard children's online experiences. That is also we need to include. These type of important keywords need to be included in our answer, right? So other than that, next part is challenges, right? Before concluding with some measures or solutions, we need to mention at least some challenges here. We have some difficulties in enforcing age verification especially, right? Difficulties in imposing or enforcing age verification, or we have risk of excluding marginalized children from digital benefits also. Risk of excluding marginalized children especially from digital benefits. These are the important challenges we have. Other than that, we can include here needed measures, right? In the needed measures criteria, we can talk about stricter content regulations and collaboration with social media companies should be required here, right? Strict content regulations are very much required here. So here digital literacy campaigns also need to be improved. Digital literacy campaign, what we have, cyber surakshit We have Surakshit Bharat. We have these type of initiatives need to be improved or encouraged, right, to promote or to create awareness among children, right. Improved mental health support in schools also, right. Improved mental health support in schools, that is also very important, right. So these are the important needed measures need to be included here. In the conclusion part, we need to connect our important, if we follow above measures we can achieve something, right. What is need to be achieved here? We have SDG goals, right. SDG 3 goal is absolutely connected here, right. So we have health and well-being for all is the SDG goal, main goal is, right. So highlighting India's potential to create a safe digital environment for children, aligning with SDG goal, health and well-being is the conclusion part, right. Simply we can end with SDG goal, right. So this is the perfect structure according to the demand of the question. Here in the question itself they mentioned only impact and also related to mental health and social behavior separately, right. Social media and also children's mental health, social behavior, right. So finally in the second part need to address related to should India consider age based restrictions, right. So here we can address US and EU. Other than that we have India's Digital Data Protection Act also, right. We should mention that this is the perfect structure. So next important question is day 127 main Shikshna question for 19th November 2024. Examine the contributions of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad to India's education system and his vision for a modern inclusive India. So that is related to our history, modern history subject, very important. Recently we have experienced the anniversary of our Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, very important, on 11th November, right. So on this occasion we have framed this question, very very important, related to education system, right. So write your answers and upload in the AKS app. Thank you very much, all the very best.